This series of videos, and it is going to be a series, believe me, documents my trip back to the USA that I made in May. And it's now almost the end of July, so I'm somewhat behind the 8 ball with this. But let's just give you a reason for my going. And this trip was specifically for me to return to the USA after having been away for 6 years thanks to COVID and ongoing life, to basically sort out all of my outstanding affairs. This is a trip that I've absolutely been dreading for the best part of a year because I thought it was going to be horrendous. I mean, true, I was going to meet some dear old friends, but the main reason to go back was to sell my RV, to sell my car, and one thing on the list was to renew my passport because that had only just over 6 months to run, all of which I thought was going to be pretty difficult. And added to that, of course, it's not only selling the RV and the car, it's selling all my personal possessions. One more time in my life where I've had to sell up everything or throw everything away, which usually amounts to most of it. I've had to do it on a number of occasions when a long-term relationship or two broke up. When my mother died, I had 1 week to go back to England to clear her house out and sell it. And here I am. I hoped I'd never have to do it again, and here I am doing it one more time. And please God, let this be the last time I ever do it. So in the opening shots of this video, taken in a pizza restaurant just down the road here, the night before I'm due to leave, you can sense the fear and the depression and everything in my voice, and I apologize for that. But isn't life often the way that the more one dreads something, the easier it becomes? Anyway, let's get on with the story. This is the beginning of my trip, I guess. I'm leaving day after tomorrow, but I come down here tonight to my favorite pizza restaurant just at the bottom of the road to have my usual meal. A nice salad and a pizza diavola and a shed load of red wine. So yeah, let's do it. Now in the old days I would do this on my phone, but it's all part of the tradition, you know. I come here and I read about old Royal Naval battleships. This happens to be my favourite. That's me, I guess. I'm boring. So that's pretty well the end of it. I'm looking at Liverpool again on my iPad. It's my celebration goodbye. Go home. Well, this is the first leg of the voyage home. Where is my home? I often ask that to myself. And the Isle of Sheppey will always be my hometown anyway. Sheerness will always be my hometown, no matter where I go. But difficult to say where is my home. I don't know. Anyway, I'm on my way back to the USA. So it's going to be a long trip. I got dropped off here this morning by Tom, and I shall proceed. I'll try to get as many of these little clips in as I can, and record as much video as I can in the 5 weeks that I'm going to be away. Oh boy, you should have, going through passport control, you should have seen the lady's face when she saw my passport. She couldn't believe it. She kept flicking one way through and another way through and checking all my expired, 1 year visas and whatever, because I've been in the country now for 5 years. And my entry stamp was all the way back. It was all the way back at the front of the book, and the book is now nearly full. She was a bit freaked out, but so was I, because I thought, oh fuck, I'm not going to have trouble here, am I? But no, she let me through. So there we are. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Well, I'm in the line for boarding, flight to Hong Kong, the first leg, and I haven't done this for years. And, as I get older, it seems to get worse. It's truly a horrible experience, like the last days of Vietnam. And this is the line to get us on the bus, to get us out to the aeroplane. Oh, it's chaos. The humanity. Oh, the humanity. Now this is the bus ride out to get onto the aeroplane. And it's been years since I've had to do this. And very rarely you do nowadays, but if you do not like being in close proximity to other human beings, I would not really recommend doing this, but you haven't got any choice. Okay, seat 32H, I'm on board. What a horrendous experience. I used to love flying. I used to absolutely adore it. I remember once landing at London Airport after a mega trip back from Hong Kong. And
Thank you.
After I deplaned at Heathrow, I was looking at all these flights jetting off to other parts of the world, and I wanted to get on them right away. But no, it's a different kettle of fish. Anyway, let's see how we go. Right, the latest update is I'm now here in Hong Kong. Got a 3-hour layover, so trying to eke out the battery on my phone, because not doing very well, am I, doing this? All my charging leads are in my main bag. I completely omitted thinking about that. So anyway, 3 hours to wait, and sat here having a Stella, and considering the amount of children, I've never seen more small children crammed into a boarding area than I did in Phuket. And I thought the flight was going to be absolutely hellish, but it wasn't. It was quite pleasant actually. I had quite a nice little meal, and it was about a 3-hour flight to get to Hong Kong. And so this is the big one coming up, direct to San Fran. I don't know how many hours that's going to be, 10, something like that. Anyway, see you later. It suddenly struck me that Hong Kong airport is vast. I've been here before, so
So I don't know why I'm surprised, but maybe I did use transfer or something. But this afternoon when I arrived from Thailand, I got off the aeroplane and obviously I had to find the transfer section of the airport, because even though I'm on the same airline going to America, it's a different aeroplane. So anyway, I had to walk, it seemed like bloody miles. I finally got here, and it's really quite strange. It's very clean. It's quite relaxing in a certain way. You know, because it's so huge in this. This is only the transfer section. It's so huge here that all the shops and the bars and whatever are spread out all over the place, you know, and it does give a feeling of relaxation. But I must admit, I do prefer a place like Singapore, which, you know, seems a little bit more vibrant. This has got a slightly sterile feel about it, but it is relaxing, and I found a bar and I'm having a beer, so I ain't going to complain too much about it. So don't ask me what time it is or even what day it is, but it's been about 11 hours in here. I actually slept pretty good last night, to be fair, and we're about 1 hour out from San Francisco. So far, I've got wood, I haven't spilled any food over myself, which is a first. But now we have the perils of US immigration to look forward to, as I haven't been back to the USA for 5 years. I just hope they don't ask me too many embarrassing questions. Well, at least I got a US passport, which will help somewhat, I guess. Maybe they won't care. I don't know. I'll let you know on the other side of immigration. See you later. We're finally approaching to San Francisco now. 10 minutes to go. Just been thinking when I left. I was doing videos on an iPhone 6, and now I've come back and doing it on an iPhone 15. It shows you how long I've been away. So, worthwhile thinking about. This is the view out the front of the aeroplane. We're over the US of A. I don't know anymore. The landing in about 5 minutes. So this is final approach, San Francisco. On time to the minute. Fantastic. It's a great view, isn't it? Here's the runway coming up. I've never actually seen this before. Right on the centre. It's a bit windy hanging out the bottom of the aeroplane like this. So I'm managing to keep my hat on. Here we go. Welcome home. For 5 years. Touchdown. It's fantastic. I'm just thinking of myself as one of the last of the homecomers that was caught up in COVID. I went out for a 1 month visit, COVID took over, and I never came back. Try explaining that to the immigration people. That is yet to come. Anyway, we're back. Okay, we're on our way to immigration. Let the yelling begin. I can't take any videos from now on till I'm through, touch wood, so see you later. Well, the joys of being a US citizen. That was easy. It took literally 2 minutes. And no yelling. Take care, mate, as he gave me my passport back. Oh, the days when I used to come in here on a visa, you know, a work permit. All the grilling and the yelling and everything, you know. Approaching baggage reclaim. Let's get the bags and see if I can find the hotel.
Okay, so we're going to leave it here. We're going to call this episode 1, which was the outward bound journey. And the next episode will be a little bit of a hotel I found on the first night, and renting a car and making my way to my friend's house, indirectly my almost favourite place on earth. So that will be episode 2 coming up. Bye bye.